Coming up on the Sports Desk.
It's playoff season.
Playoffs?
And we have the results on how your Torrance football clubs are doing in CIF.
We'll head to the college campus and get you caught up with El Camino's football, volleyball, and cross-country clubs.
Plus, we'll reveal our player of the week, as well as introduce you to a special athlete who is transcending the sport of football.
You want it? We've got it. Buckle up, Torrance. The Sports Desk starts right now.
Welcome to the only sports show designed with the Torrance sports fan in mind. You're rocking with the Sports Desk.
I'm your host, Cedric Welton. This is my co-host, Dani Miskell, and we've got a ton to cover. Did you guys miss me?
Yeah, felt a little empty.
Bet it did. Well, it feels good to be back. Let's jump right into it.
Following the end of the regular football season, our Saxons, Warriors, and Knights went to battle in the CIF playoffs.
We're going to start with the Knights, who were eager to get their first playoff win under head coach Hotchkiss after missing the cut last season.
They hosted Garey, who was going to be a tough team to beat because they held a record of 9-2. They were looking to steal a road win. Before we get into that action, let's bring some school spirit back into the mix with fans in the stands. Anthony, show us what you got.
I'm here at Bishop Montgomery High School, one of two Torrance schools to host an opening round CIF game. Guys, tell me how excited you are that the Knights are in the playoffs right now. I think you have your answer once again, so let's talk to a few of the fans. How excited are you that the team's in the playoffs right now?
You know, it's pretty cool. You know, I like what we're doing out here, taking dubs.
Yeah.
It's a big thing.
It's a tie game right now. Are you guys nervous?
No, I know we're going to win.
What do they have to do to win?
To be honest, all we got to do is play defense. We got to just stop them from scoring.
And Alyssa, are you excited as well?
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Do you have a person on the team or like a friend of yours who you want to give a shout out to?
Sebastian, my boy.
Number 6.
Number 6.
Oh yeah, defensive. He put a couple hard hits on there out there already, huh? He's a big hitter.
He did.
Nice, cool. And then last, what's your name?
I'm Jason Hilliard. I'm a senior. Reppin', you know.
What do you think they have to do to take it?
I think they have to just play smart. They got to play hard. They got to play that defense, you know. Just got to get that win. Got to get that dub.
You got a friend on the team you want to give a shout out to?
I'm going to give a shout out to Johnny Torres. Love that guy. He's going to play amazing, and the rest of the team is as well.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. All right, one more time. Here we go. We got one more.
Before anything, I just want to shout out Brandon Murray, y'all. Shout out home team. You know, Brandon Murray, MVP. He's nice.
So from Bishop Montgomery, one more time. Let's hear it. Nice and loud.
Awesome stuff, Anthony. And those fans have every right to be hyped for this game you're about to see. Let's throw it back to Sports Desk reporter Anthony Ciardelli for the outcome.
Bishop Montgomery's battle against the Vikings of Garey High School can only be described as one thing, a barn burner. So take a minute to catch your breath. Here we go. On the Vikings' first drive, Taj Stevens-Newen, get used to hearing that name a lot, takes the handoff from Noel Ramirez and gets around the edge for the touchdown. The extra point was good, 7-0 Garey. But on their first drive, Bishop counters. Here, Matthew Orgel goes deep and connects with Brenton Hewitt for a 40-yard touchdown pass to tie the game at 7 after the PAT. On Garey's next possession, 1st and 10, Stevens-Newen tears through the middle 43 yards to the end zone, 14-7 Vikings after the extra point. But Bishop keeps up with some creativity. Kyle Moten gets the handoff. He's wrapped up, but on his way down, he pitches it to Orgel, who takes it home. Tie game 14-14 to start the second quarter. After Stevens-Newen gets his 3rd touchdown of the game to give the Vikings the lead, Orgel rolls out and connects with Brandon Murray, who takes the hit but scores anyway to tie the game for a 3rd time, 21-21. Still in the second quarter, it's Stevens-Newen again. He breaks free, but Nick Laufenberg with the hustle play, shades of Don Beebe in Super Bowl 27, chases him down and tackles him before the end zone. No fumble though. That is a competitor right there in Laufenberg. Unfortunately, on the next play, Stevens-Newen gets another one. It's 28-21 Vikings. Still, the Knights kept coming, as Orgel scores to tie the game at 28-28, getting us to halftime. Second half, it's tied 35-35. After the Knights and Vikings traded touchdowns, again, Orgel launches the missile and finds Laufenberg, who takes it another 50 yards to the house. All told, it's an 85-yard pass touchdown for the Knights. They take the lead 42-35. But with 10 minutes remaining in the game, Ramirez keeps it to tie the game at 42. Tied at 42, the Knights try to take the lead for good. Watch this catch by Brenton Hewitt, the one-hander from Origel. Knights take the lead, but the extra point is blocked, so the lead's only 6, 48-42. That would be bad news for Bishop, as Stevens Newen gets his 6th, yes, 6th touchdown of the game. Garey goes up by a point, 49-48. Bishop gets the ball back with under 2 minutes left, but on 4th down, the pass falls incomplete. The Vikings get the ball back and the win, 49-48. All right, Coach Hoskins, very tough loss tonight. Can you put into words just how much of a back-and-forth game that was?
Yeah, you know, I used to coach in the Arena Football League, and I kind of had those thoughts. You started thinking about possessions. You know, if we could just keep it tied at the half, we were getting the ball in the second half, so we'd be ahead. You know, so each possession was very important.
But overall, what would you say about this whole season about your teammates?
I think we really turned the season around, especially from last year. We had a lot more guys committed this year and wanting to get better, especially in the offseason, and I think that just showed that more guys wanted it.
Bishop Montgomery lost their opening round CIF playoff game tonight against Garey in an absolute track meet. The 97 total points between the two teams were the most scored in any Bishop Montgomery game all season. At no point in the game did either team ever lead by more than a touchdown. Reporting from Bishop Montgomery High School, I'm Anthony Ciardelli for the Sports Desk.
Garey moves on to face St. Bernard in round 2. Tough break for the Knights because they had an amazing season, but we know they're going to bounce back next year.
This team could look entirely different next season as they're set to lose 16 seniors. We know great things are still ahead for you Knights. Keep pushing.
Now let's check in with the Pioneer League champs as they hosted round 1 against Orange.
If you recall, the Saxons were looking to avenge their first round exit in the playoffs last season. SportsDesk reporter Kathryn Gallo now tells us if they did.
North High School entered Friday night's first round of playoffs with home field advantage as it took on Orange. And get ready, everyone, because this one was a thriller. Orange would strike first as the Panthers' Isaac Galvin takes the handoff and makes use of his blockers to find the hole and run that one in for a long rushing touchdown just 58 seconds into the first. Orange would complete the 2-point conversion to make the score 8-0, but it was a back-and-forth game all night, and North would answer before the end of the quarter. Braden Diocampo takes the snap, keeps the ball, and will run that in for a 5-yard touchdown. Saxons get the 2-point conversion as well and tie things up at 8 apiece. Second quarter now, Panthers' Dalen Pedroza with the quarterback keeper. He'll make it into the end zone to score here and give back the lead to Orange with just 22 seconds left in the half. 22 seconds, however, plenty of time for North to even things up. Check out this scoring drive by the Saxons that got started with this kickoff return from Bo McGlinty. He'll take this all the way down to the Panthers' 48-yard line to give North a chance here. And quarterback Victor Puyez will take full advantage of that great field position, throwing the deep pass to Diocampo, who makes the grab with the defender all over him. That'll put North at the 10-yard line, 1st and goal, 4 seconds left in the half, and Puyez throws to his favorite target of the night, Diocampo, who reins this one in, this time for the touchdown. Here's head coach Todd Crouchy on that drive.
We had man-to-man coverage, and we had to keep challenging them, and they kept doing it, so we kept taking, and then at the very end, they knew we were going to run, and the kid had a chance at it, but we were praying a lot, so it worked.
Neither team would score in the third, so we'll jump to the fourth now where the Saxons defense gets its turn to shine. Orange in scoring position, going for it on 4th down, but Anthony Norman puts pressure on the quarterback and Stephen Bradford breaking up the pass to allow North to take over on downs. And the Panthers will find themselves going for it on 4th down again later in the quarter, and again, Saxons defense pulls out the huge stops. This time, Bo says no, no, no. McGlinty dives in front of the defenders to prevent that pass, and Saxons will get the ball back. Coach knows how much the defense means to this team.
Yeah, our defense is solid all year, and that's what we do rely on. And those kids, no matter the situation, they play their hearts out. So they did it again tonight.
But it all comes down to this. 2 seconds left, game all tied up. 15-yard field goal from David Ukatu. It's good. Saxons go crazy as they win this one 19-16 and advance in the playoffs. Here's coach and senior Braden Diocampo after the game.
those kids haven't won a playoff game yet, so it was nice to see. And that's the whole thing. We want to, have them get that experience, and it's great to see the emotion and the energy and the excitement. They did a great job tonight.
Feels great. I've never been to round 2 before. My 3 years as a varsity starter, I always got out round 1, so it feels good to go round 2.
Round 2 for North will take place this Friday against San Marino.
Well, that was a close call, but the Saxons pulled it off and are moving on now to face San Marino's Titans in round 2.
Great to see a lot of those kids get their first playoff win, and you can see the emotions are running high. Salute to Davey Ukatu for clinching the game for the Saxons. All
right, now for our third club in the playoff hunt, we now bring you the results of the Warriors of West as they were on the road against Garden Grove.
The Warriors season came to a close as they were defeated by a final score of 46-22. Congratulations go out to all the players for carrying your team into the playoffs. You guys were truly amazing to watch this season. Okay, let's take a quick break, but don't go too far because we're going to college.
I see what you did there. We've got coverage from all aspects of El Camino's campus. You don't want to miss it. We'll be right back.
Here are 3 things to remember about hydration. First, stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water before, during, and after play. Second, learn the signs and symptoms of dehydration and bring extra water to games and practices. And finally, hydration is essential for athletes to stay in the game and perform at their best. To learn more, visit safekids.org.
Welcome back to the Sports Desk. All right, we're hitting the college campus, and now we're going to start with the ECC women's volleyball team.
The Lady Warriors sought to extend their win streak to 5-0 and made Cerritos go to work. First set match point, Fina Lilu aces one to take the game 25-16 following a 9-1 run.
Second match point. Following a 13-1 run, Caitlin Donatucci has an ace of her own to give the Warriors a 2-0 lead, taking match 2 25-16.
Third set match point. Warriors looking for the sweep, which was evident by the 17 kills they had in game 3. The kill that sent Cerritos home came from Maurice Ewell, who had 10 kills this game, and the Warriors win the set 25-14 and the overall game 3-0.
That was the Warriors' 5th straight sweep as they moved to 18-2 on the season and 9-1 in league play.
Nice job, Lady Warriors. All right, now let's get up to speed with ECC's cross-country team. Coach Dean Lofgren looped us in with the results, and here they are.
El Camino is number 2 in the state and have been going head-to-head with number 1 Mount Sac in recent weeks. They recently participated in the Southern California Regional Championships, and we've got the results.
El Camino came in second with 97 points and a top 5 average of 20 minutes and 5 seconds. Carson Bix took second place for the men with a time of 19 minutes and 40 seconds.
The El Camino women went into this event ranked 11th in the state. Savannah Sahunik was El Camino's top scorer with a 34th place finish and a 5,000-meter time of 19 minutes and 24 seconds.
Next up will be the season's final competition at the state championships on November 17th. We'll be pulling for you, Warriors.
We've got one more stop on the college campus, and that's on the gridiron. The Warriors have won their last 6 games and are now bowl eligible. They look to extend their streak in their final home game against Fullerton. Sports Desk reporter Kathryn Gallo follows this report.
It's homecoming day here at El Camino College as they face their biggest challenge of the season against Fullerton. I caught up with the school's president and some former alumni about what this day means to the program.
We're honoring the teams from the 40s, 50s, and 60s. So we have players here that played back in the day for El Camino College. They're enjoying this wonderful food, and we're going to go in and watch the game and honor them at halftime.
After I left here, I played for Don Coryell at San Diego State University. In 1964, I led the nation in rushing. Went on, I was drafted by the Minnesota Vikings in the NFL and the San Diego Chargers of the AFL. I played 5 years with the Chargers, moved on to Miami, and just coming back to the school. It's been years since I've been here, and it is an incredible experience.
And from a former Warriors team to the current Warriors team taking on the 2-time reigning state champions in Fullerton. Hornets get off to the early lead. Quinn Commons' pass is complete up the middle to Markel Raymond, who runs that in for a 70-yard touchdown, and Fullerton goes up 14-0. But El Camino will answer this one. Grant Ferrulo throws to Kyron Cannon, who makes this beauty of a catch to move the ball downfield and set up this scoring play. Ball at the 20-yard line, Trayvon Clark cuts his route to the inside and catches the pass from Ferrulo to make the score 14-7 before the end of the first quarter. Warriors continue to fight. They get a boost from their run game here as Sean Davenport will get the carry, have patience behind his blockers, and take the ball to the Hornets' 23-yard line. That same drive will end with this. Ferrulo, under pressure in the pocket, is somehow able to get this throw off to Hunter Williams, who makes the grab over the defender's head. Fullerton will start to get away with this one, however, and we head to halftime with the Hornets up 37-13. Second half now, defense making a strong stance, only allowing one more score on the day from Fullerton, thanks to pass breakups like this one from Ryan Dixon, and to some great tackles like this from Levon Card. Fullerton, however, too much for El Camino to handle, and they take this game 44-13. Here's head coach Gifford Lindheim after the game.
We showed some sparks in the first half and the second half, but you can make mistakes when you're playing against the best team around. They've obviously dominated junior college football the last 2 years, state champs, and I think won 22 in a row. So we know their resume well, and we're a team that's on the rise, and we've done some great things. We won 6 games in a row.
With the team's 6 wins that they already have, they are bowl eligible, so they will be getting ready for that. And with just 1 game left on the regular season against Cerritos, it is an important one, because if they can win that, they have a chance at playoffs. Reporting from El Camino College, I'm Kathryn Gallo with the Sports Desk.
Tough loss. But the Warriors are still 3-1 in conference and 6-3 overall. I'm sure they'll bounce back against Cerritos to close this season strong.
No reason that they won't. All right, it's time to take one last quick break, but when we return, tell them what we got, Dani.
Well, we've got your Sports Desk Player of the Week. Plus, we have a special athlete profile you won't want to miss. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Callahan Walsh with some everyday tips on keeping kids safe. We all know that getting kids involved in sports can help them stay active, be social, and build lots of important skills. Make sure your child's sporting organization has procedures in place that help keep children safe from abuse, like a policy for performing background checks on all coaches and volunteers. For more information on the types of questions to ask and best practices in sport, check out missingkids.org/education.
Welcome back to the Sports Desk, everyone. Freeze frame. Do as my co-host Dani here and pull out your phones. Go to all your favorite apps and let's get acquainted on social media. Hit us up, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter in no particular order. And we promise you, we are nice people. Unfreeze yourself, Dani.
Thanks. Let us know what's going on in the world of Torrance sports. And one way to let us know is by sharing your story ideas. Send us your photos and videos from the games. If there's something that you want featured, shoot us a message. And always remember to tag the Sports Desk TV.
Now, this is one of my favorite segments because it's how we keep the spotlight shining on your outstanding efforts.
Torrance, it's time to highlight our Sports Desk Player of the Week. Drum roll, please.
And this week, we've got 3, all from the El Camino women's volleyball team, stemming from their 2 victories recently over Cerritos and LA Pierce. The Lady Warriors are rolling behind these 3 freshmen.
Kelly Donatucci recently posted a season high of 25 digs in a single game.
Her sister, Caitlin Donatucci, handed out 34 assists and 9 digs in her last 2 outings.
And Maurice Ewell posted 15 kills and 6 blocks in the last 2 games. We see you, ladies.
Yes, indeed. And all 3 of these ladies have played a pivotal role in the Warriors winning 9 in a row with 6 straight sweeps.
Congrats to all 3 of you ladies and to the team. Keep tuning in to the Sports Desk to find out who our next Honorable Player of the Week will be.
Now, before we show you a transcendent athlete, we want to share with you a moment that is sure to inspire everyone.
We caught the Saxons doing something great recently.
This video was shared with us from North Torrance on Twitter. Jay Fukuhara, an assistant on the North football staff and student, got in the game and made an impact.
Jay's one desire has always been to play football, but he suffers from a condition that medically will not allow it. That condition is spinal muscular atrophy, and this affects the entire lower half of his body. In spite of that, the team at North rallied together to make his dreams come true. They helped get him a special doctor's clearance to let him place hold for a field goal kick.
What's even more awesome is that the opposing team was a class act during the entire play as well. We caught up with head coach Todd to tell us how they made Jay's dream come true.
Jay comes out in that next to last game and was able to come out on the field and hold for the PAT. He's an awesome kid. He comes out here every day to practice, works his butt off. He'll be in the weight room. He works hard in the weight room. He's the motivation for a lot of these kids because, you know, he can't get out on the field and run like the rest of them, and they see how hard he goes. So it's pretty inspirational to watch.
We see you, Saxons. City of Torrance, making dreams come true.
And making magic happen. All right, now at this time, we've got an exclusive SportsDesk interview coming your way. She's 16, a junior at South, and the primary kicker for the Spartans football team. She was the only female player on any of the Torrance football teams this season and may very well be the only female player in the entire Pioneer League. She's just one of the boys, but she's got a lethal right boot that will make your jaws drop. It's time for you to meet the one and only Bailey Farr. When the Spartans score a touchdown, they bring out Bailey Farr. She's got one incredible right boot, and without question, will get the point after. In spite of football being a male-predominant sport, Bailey's proven herself to be a valuable asset to the team as the only female player. Let's just start with the obvious question. What inspired you to join a football team? It's like a male-dominated sport. It's all guys on the team. Was it intimidating, or what inspired you to join the team?
So I've been playing soccer since I was around like 3 to 4 years old, and I've been watching Dallas Cowboys since I was really young, and I've just been inspired by Dan Bailey to play, and he said always follow your dreams, and I just felt really connected to football because I understand it, and all my friends played it, and they're like, come try out. So I just started kicking, and Coach Miskell, which is the head coach here, saw me kicking one day, and he said, oh yeah, come out to practice, and that kind of just all started there.
Coming up from playing on South's JV team, this is Bailey's first year playing varsity. She says the guys have become like brothers to her and are supportive of her being on the team.
I'm really thankful for them in my life, and I just feel like they're very nice to me and they're very welcoming when I came, and they still are to this day. So.
Outside of practice with South's team, Bailey is practically self-taught, mostly from watching YouTube videos. She trains with the West Coast Kicking Academy and at Game Ready Performance in Hermosa Beach.
They've been helping me with my physical fitness, my eating habits, everything, and they've been really supportive, and they're also like a mind and body, so like they help me with my confidence and they help me with like my thinking methods and stuff. So.
And being confident is key. Bailey is committed to her position as the kicker, so every time she steps out onto that field, it's her confidence in her ability that allows her to perform the task at hand.
So being a kicker is probably 90% mentality and 10% skill. So normally I talk to myself a lot before I kick or before we're at the 10-yard line, and I think to myself like, okay, I can do this, confidence is everything, I'll make it, because you can psych yourself out at any moment, and you just have to believe in yourself and you have to think like, yeah, I'm gonna make it, yeah, we're gonna win. Like, you have to have that positive mentality.
Having a positive mentality is crucial in more ways than one. Bailey has experienced some opposition about being a girl and playing football. But as the saying goes, haters are your motivators, and she doesn't allow that negative chatter to faze her. She knows she belongs out there on the field.
I was told a few games ago that girls don't belong on the football field, and like how, yeah, they respect me in a way to the point where it's like, okay, well, girls don't play football. Yeah, it's not normal, but they shouldn't have the audacity to say that. And I feel like they feel that I'm overly confident about my kicking, because if I'm not, then I'll probably miss. So I have to stay confident, I have to be confident in my team, and I just always want to strive for the best so they feel intimidated by that.
They should be intimidated, because Bailey accepts fair game. Watch how she tackles and levels this player from Palos Verdes Peninsula right after she kicks. Who says girls can't play football? In her mother's words, this girl is fearless. Bailey has also sustained injuries from being tackled, and for that reason, Coach Miskell says no more tackling.
Getting hit is a possibility, but it's a risk I want to take because I love this sport and I love being supported, and I have support just in case if I do get hit.
Yeah.
So I have that there, but I don't feel scared because then I'll miss.
But Bailey hardly, if never, misses. She kicks in her Mercurial Superfly Nike cleats, and her precision is consistent. Even on South's field, where it's known to be windy, she's got it all figured out on how to still make that field goal.
So we have those letters up there of like the Spartans, and I always aim for the far right side. So when I kick it, it will just curve in the center instead of, so I aim for like the right post.
She makes kicking look so easy. Bailey is a part of a growing trend. According to the National Federation of State High School Associations, there's an estimated 2,000 girls playing high school football, and females are the fastest growing group of participants in the sport. It's girls like Bailey who will break all the stereotypes and pave the way for more girls to start playing.
Never give up, and if someone tells you to stop playing, don't stop. Like, I've been told by people to stop playing, like, you're not going to make it to college, people won't accept you there, like all that other stuff, and I just don't let it brush it off. You shouldn't listen to them because they're not right. You still have to push through because you'll look like the bigger person and you're going to strive, and they'll be down there looking at you when you succeed.
And Bailey is destined for success. She plans to study kinesiology in college, minor in Spanish or sign language, and hopes to one day become a firefighter captain. In the meantime, she'll be playing sports year-round and fulfilling her Girl Scout duties volunteering at the Boys and Girls Club in Harbor City. She's incredibly driven, and you'll see her back on the field next year. So when you see that jersey number 18 for the Spartans, you'll know it's Bailey Farr.
Never give up on what you like to do just because someone else says it. Like, make sure you follow your dreams and make sure that you only push for yourself and not for other people.
Well, she can definitely kick better than me, that's for sure.
Bailey, we can't wait to see you in action on the gridiron again next year. In the meantime, we'll catch up with you for soccer, basketball, and track and field. All right, that's going to do it for this week's edition of the Sports Desk.
Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share us your story ideas, pictures, and videos. We want to feature you, so drop us a line.
Thanks so much for joining us. We love all of you and all the action that you bring to the screen each and every week. We'll see you later, Torrance, for the next edition of the Sports Desk.